Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So I've recently finished up a project, and let's just say it didn't really go as planned. I guess you could kind of call it, a failure of some kind. And yeah, it sucked. Seeing, something you worked on flop definitely isn't the greatest feeling, but one thing I didn't notice at the time of the failure was how exactly I handled it. Because a few years ago, I kinda was an emotional wreck, and I couldn't really handle failure as maturely as I can now. And because of that, in today's video, I feel compelled to give you guys my 5-step process on how I personally deal with my own failures. And while we do that, we're gonna go find a lot of red flowers, because I need a lot of red concrete for a little something something you're gonna see at the end of the episode. So let's go find some red flowers and talk about how I deal with failure. What the heck? Why is the ocean so big? Also, why does that keep happening? What? That looks sick! You want— no, I can't go over there. I need to stay on track. Hey boys, what's up? You have anything for me here? Oh, yes you do. Let me open up that chest. Wow, very cool. Thank you for that. That's so awesome. Surely if I sail north enough, I will find some kind of land that isn't just a tiny island, right? Alright, so step number 1 is just as simple as asking yourself what went wrong and answering it truthfully. Remember, you're just asking yourself that question. The only person you're going to be lying to is yourself in this situation, so if you end up just like lying to yourself, you're not going to make any progress. It's very important that you recognize the problem for what it is and not like blow it out of proportion or anything. And it's good to stay grounded. All right, so now that you've recognized the problem, step 2 is to break down exactly what went wrong, and it's very important you also break down what went right. Even if the majority of it was a failure, there has to be something in there that you did right. And it's very important that you recognize your small successes like that. Celebrating small victories literally keeps me sane. And maybe it will with you too, who knows. There's a village right here. I actually haven't found a village yet, that's cool. Alright, so now that you have things you've done right in one side and things you've done wrong on the other side, I want you to now focus on things you did wrong. Trust me, this is going somewhere good. I'm not just gonna make you depression spiral or something. So among the things you've done wrong, I want you to ask yourself, what is in my control? And you probably think that's a silly question. Well, all of it's in my control, right? It's completely my fault that it went wrong. No! Well, you probably don't think like that. That's how I used to think. But you ask yourself what's in your control, because things that go wrong, that are out of your control, should not be treated as fuck-ups. There are lots of things that will go wrong in your life that are completely out of your control. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes shit just happens, and that's not always going to be your fault. And it's very important that you recognize that. I'm getting harassed by a small child. Oh my god! why are baby zombies so scary? But yeah, not everything is going to be in your control, and adapting is all you can do. It's very important that you learn how to adapt to something. Again, not everything is going to be in your control, but what you can control is how you adapt and react to certain situations. I think I'm starting to exhaust all of the red flowers. Might have to move to a different island. I'm gonna punch this cow to death because I feel like it. Yeah. Get wrecked. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy, you gotta get out. Get out! Get out! Yeah, I think I gotta move on to a different island. I'm running out of red flowers. Let's just keep going north. I don't know if I remembered to say that was step 3, but that was step 3. Alright, so now we are on step 4. Focus on what exactly was in your control that you happened to screw up on. I want you to focus on what you need to do or change so you don't repeat the same mistake again. Sometimes you don't necessarily do the wrong thing, and it can be harder to change something you once believed to be like the best course of action at the time. And I think part of the maturity in this process is recognizing when you screw up, because a lot of people become very prideful and they think that they can do no wrong and that they're always right. Well, that's just not true at all. A lot of the time, it's just people's refusal to change that makes the justification much more important to them than the actual change. You know what I'm saying? So to summarize, step 4 is recognizing what you did wrong that was in your control and taking steps to change or do something differently so that you don't do the same mistake again. I feel like this will probably be enough red flowers. I feel like we can head back now. Oh, hold on. There's a dog. I have 2 bones. Do you think I can get him? Now we are on to step 5. I'm gonna be bold here. For everybody, this is the hardest step. And it's one singular word. Change. It's just that simple. You can plan and you can analyze every single thing you've ever done wrong in your life. But if you don't take the action to change, nothing changes. And you'll be in the same spot always were. And you'll be just as miserable as you were the day before. And on a completely different note, I can't find my boat. Am I tripping, dude? Why can't I find my boat? Wait, oh. Alright, so now I'm gonna summarize all these steps. Step 1, ask yourself what happened and address the problem for what it is. Step 2, break down the issue by asking yourself what went wrong and what went right. It's very important that you also recognize what you did correctly. Now that you've separated the things you did right and the things that you've done wrong, focus on the things you've done wrong and ask yourself, what was in your control? Lots of things happen that are out of your control, and it's important that you recognize that there's not a lot you can do about that, and trying to fight an invisible demon isn't going to go very well for you. Step 4 is planning steps to change/do things differently so that you don't just screw up again. And then step 5, for every single person watching this video, is probably going to be the hardest part, which is just to change. Like I just said, you can plan and plan and plan, but that's all it is. It's just planning. You're not actually doing anything. You're just marinating on your mistakes instead of taking steps to change your thinking style or maybe your lifestyle in order to better yourself as a person. I also want to say I am not perfect. I should really take my own advice, honestly. There's lots of things in my life that I'm kind of just planning on instead of actually doing. This little island's really come a long way since I first found it. Planting all these colorful trees, huge desk, all the lighting. Yeah, we've really made this cave a home, haven't we? So yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about on this topic. That's kind of the gist of it. It's the 5-step Evan the Great program on improving yourself, dealing with failure. So, yeah, so I'm gonna build something pretty cool, and then I think I'll end the episode. So, let me do a time-lapse real quick. Am I seriously out of sand? It's sand! Oh, now I have to go freaking I love digging up sand. It's so fun. I love this. I wonder if going in a boat. Oh, my brain is so huge. It's huge. God, my brain's so freaking massive. Ugh. You know, I'm kind of just noticing now with my Minecraft skin and my armor trim, my gold armor trim. It's kind of blending in on my face, and it's making me look like I just have like a huge blue clown nose. My blue eye now has a friend, a blue nose. I already had 53 red dye! Can it not all just fly over here? This is so annoying. Oh my god. So I just finished the build, and it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be, but I still think it's pretty neat. So check this out. Look how small it is in the sky! I thought that was gonna be like triple the size. But yeah, that's kind of it for today's video. If there's a message I'd like to put at the end for somebody that's still watching, and the thing I'd like you to remember the most about this video out of anything, it's just to remember that there are things that will be out of your control, and there's nothing you can really do about it except adapt. My goal with this channel has always been just to, you know, provide some either good advice or good entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I accomplished that today. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.